Hello, tiny painters. I'd love to tell you the story of how we got here. This cozy little corner of creativity on the internet. Let's open a book and tell our story. It was a night of insomnia, a time I naturally have a flood of creative ideas. Even though my cat's soft purr sang me a lullaby, sleep was evasive. So I decided to go sit in my craft room. I might as well make something. And there it was, the tiny paint kit that I had impulsively purchased at a vendor fair just a few weeks prior. Since it was dark and I didn't want to turn on the bright lights, I lit a few candles and I discovered a new spiritual practice for myself. I started painting little cats and flowers and landscapes. And the first thing that I realized that I loved about tiny art is that it is fast, instant gratification for my ADHD brain. I can start and finish an entire tiny painting in like 30 minutes. Most large paintings take hours. And I also like the challenge to use only what is in the little kit. It simplified the whole process and it gave me parameters for my creativity. And for once, I wasn't sketching out like multiple concepts or swatching out colors and doing all the prep work before the actual painting starts. I would just go with what was in front of me. I started making videos and pictures of my tiny paintings, and I soon realized that my day job as a video producer was the perfect opportunity. I already had video equipment and several apps on my phone to begin recording and creating content of my tiny art. So thus began Hello, Tiny Painters. I shared more of my video content online on the different social media sites, and my cousin encouraged me to keep posting because she liked to share the videos of my art with her elementary school students. So I've slowly been reaching an audience here and finding joy in connecting with others in the comment section and on video. And I've even seen some of the art that you have done being inspired by me, and it's so great. One night I thought, well, maybe it would be fun painting live on TikTok. Especially since I get insomnia, I might as well share some of my cozy painting sessions with other night owls. People started following my page and interacting on the lives, and pretty soon they were requesting different things for me to paint. And now every night I improvise. I will make a tiny work of art out of audience suggestions. So what began as just some time-lapse videos has transformed into original episodes of Hello, Tiny Painters. I've just really enjoyed giving viewers a moment to stop doom scrolling, calm their mind, and watch something cute by mini art come to life. So when it became clear that I should branch out and sell my work, people kept saying, I want to buy that. So I made a tiny art gallery, and it was really fun to see how people reacted. They thought, did you just shrink that from a print? And I would show them the pictures of my tiny paintings and the tiny brushes and just how big my hand is compared to the tiny art. And they were just delighted. Several of my art items are available at 2 local boutiques right now, and I make magnets with tiny frames, which have sold very well, along with stickers, bookmarks, and mini cards. Now what else is on the horizon? I've recently started a series where I'm renovating a dollhouse with miniatures. It's been so fun to combine my love for tiny art into miniatures. Joining the art community online, especially on YouTube, has been amazing. You guys, a few months ago, I was sent a test kit from a small brand, Leaves, Laughs, Love, on TikTok, and I've been collaborating with him to offer my own discount code. I just really enjoy partnering, and I look forward to finding even more brands that want to work with me. I just really enjoy collaborating and partnering with others, so I'm always looking for other brands that want to partner with me. It's been 2 years since I've started this nightly practice. Some people journal or read every night. I paint. It's been not only healing my inner child, but helping my creative spirit. It's amazing to look back and see how much my skill has improved. And I feel way more confident calling myself an artist. When I first started out, I would say, I'm just playing. Let's just see what happens, right? But now I still say I'm just playing, but I know what happens. It's this magical connection to the creative realm. It's taking all my imagination and my instinct to tune out the doom and the gloom of the world and just create joy with colors and shapes. I'm a self-taught artist. I've always been creative and expressive, but until I started to make tiny art, I couldn't ever feel consistent about something that I want to make all the time. But now I just can't stop. In these images, you might see random assemblies of themes, but I see stories. You just see animals or landscapes and flowers, but I see the tiny owl that I painted after I saw one on my roof. I see the tiny giraffe painted for one of my followers who was going through a rough time, and that was her favorite animal. I see the UFO cat because of a follower had requested a space cat, and then she sent me the sweetest message afterward thanking me for choosing her idea. I see the nights where I wasn't feeling well, but I painted anyways. And I see the nights where I tried something new. I see some nights where I just started adding color to paper and it magically turned into a fairy. And I see the best compliment I've ever received, and I have received multiple times. And it's, I fell asleep while you painted. It was so relaxing. Yes, that means we beat insomnia. I didn't expect that this little paint kit would change my life, but it is finally the juxtaposition of all my skills, creativity, and passion. I hope to continue lighting candles, setting out crystals, and creating a cozy space for anyone else to delight in tiny art. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you want to stick around and follow along this tiny art journey. So don't forget to subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time.